here. Today I'm going to be reading you a story, and the story's name is More Ketchup Please, Ruby's Tomato Tale by Bestwick. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the story. More ketchup, please. Take note of this true story. It's not made up, of course. And my sister Ruby and her love for tomato sauce. So, if you know someone who is a ketchup fan, please make sure you tell them how our problems all began. When Ruby was a baby, Dad made a big mistake. He fed her the wrong bottle when he wasn't quite awake. From that day on, it all went wrong, and nothing passed her lip without a generous topping of Ruby's favorite dip. She splodged ketchup on her baby food and ketchup on her toast, ketchup on her buttered bread and on her porridged oats. But when the bottle emptied and no more could be squeezed, Ruby screamed and yelled out loud, "I want more ketchup, please!" As Ruby started growing, one bottle didn't last. Our little local corner shop was running out too fast. Dad went to the supermarkets and emptied all their shelves, and staff were filling trolleys like busy little elves. Meanwhile, at home, she glugged ketchup on her boiled egg, and even in her soup. Ketchup on her ice cream too, that poured out with a gloop. But when the bottle emptied and no more could be squeezed, Ruby screamed and screamed again, "I want more ketchup, please!" And no, oh no, she's going to scream! To keep our Ruby quiet and avoid her piercing shriek, my dad would shop for ketchup maybe 18 times a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I suggested to my mum, "Let's make ketchup of our own." So we made our back garden a tomato growing zone. While they grew, she covered pizza and potatoes. She liked it more than mustard. And tomato sauce on all desserts, which dripped into the custard. But when the bottle emptied and no more could be squeezed, Ruby screamed with bright red cheeks, "I want more ketchup, please!" Dad sprayed tomatoes day and night to make them grow more quickly, while Ruby kept on eating sauce. It didn't make her sickly. Next morning, the neighbors weren't too happy when instead of filling trolleys, we blocked our streets with rows and rows of giant delivery lorries. As they delivered, Ruby globbed ketchup on her donuts and smeared it round her lips, ketchup on her Brussels sprouts, and loads more on her chips. But when the bottle emptied and no more could be squeezed, Ruby screamed, "There's no more sauce! I want more ketchup, please!" Ruby's news went round the world as supplies were running low, while we squished our own tomatoes just as fast as they could grow. Mom called all the countries, from Japan to the United States. Send every ketchup bottle that you have in wooden crates. While Mom phoned, she covered biscuits and sweet waffles in a thick, red, gloopy lake, and Ruby even splodged it all over chocolate cake. But when the bottle emptied and no more could be squeezed, Ruby screamed, "We're running out! I want more ketchup, please!" as helicopters flew over to drop off their supply. The Army and the Navy were all waiting on standby. Ruby dipped her chin in sauce and had a juicy suck. But to our surprise, she quickly stopped and let out a big yuck. Then Ruby said, I don't like ketchup anymore. I'm finished with red dip. Send the helicopters back. They've all had a wasted trip. Tomato sauce is history. It's time to try new things. From now on, Mum, I'll have all my food with creamy mayonnaise. The end.